It was through Rotary that I learned how important and how life-changing it is to serve others and to give back and to care and have empathy of the things we say and do. Ask yourself, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
If I can reach the stars, pull one down for you, shining on my heart, so you could see the truth. And this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams.
That's an interesting question you ask, is what would you have spent the time doing that if you never joined Rotary? That I can't imagine having not joined Rotary, because like Gary said, it's given me purpose, it's given me my best friends, it's connected me to business associates that I know I can trust. I feel like I've been able to give back to a community, both financially and on the ground, and I don't know what I would have done.
I don't think I would have made as wonderful friends that have become family. I would have had my biological family, but I would not have had such a close family that I have in Rotary.
So that's pretty profound, is it not?
Yes,
I mean, what an impact.
it really is. The deal with Rotary, I think, especially with our club, is that we truly care about each other. To know that you've got friends backing you up no matter what happens. I mean, we're to the point with some of my Rotary friends where you can go in their kitchen, you know where the dishes are. I mean, it's really family.
Change the world. I will be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could change the world.
Back then, and even now, Rotary grows not only by increasing the membership within the clubs, but by increasing clubs, the number of clubs. So the established clubs, I was a member at that time of the Littleton Club, was trying to increase the number of clubs in the district, and then said that, we're going to do one in the Highlands Ranch, south part of Littleton. We were actually started out as the Rotary Club of Littleton South, later changed our name to the Highlands Ranch Rotary Club. So the Littleton Club started it. I had just been in the Littleton Club a few months at the time, so myself and a few other of the members transferred from that into what we call the Provisional Club of Highlands Ranch. And we were a provisional club until we had, I believe it was 25 members, which was what was required to actually get a charter.
If I could be king, even for a day, I'd take you as my queen. I'd have no other way. And our love will rule in this kingdom we have made.
Was there much resistance to
Yeah,
having
it
one
barely
of the-
passed when it, a lot of people are against it. Actually, the only reason it passed is because Neil, he really pushed it. They came to the vote that day and he went and kind of lobbied everybody and said, "This is the way of the future," and sat me down for 20 minutes and said, "You got to vote for women coming in the club." But Neil really pushed it. If it wasn't for Neil, we wouldn't have passed it. And a lot of different people weren't for it. We only had at the time maybe 20 members, so it wasn't a big deal. But we're going. You have to have 25 to start. We're down to 20. We got down to 15 at one time, and so women in our club was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, even through the years, we wouldn't be around if it wasn't for women in our club. They've been a huge advantage. But no, it was really controversial when it first started.
Did anybody resign because of women joining the club?
I can't remember anybody resigning over it. No, I can't remember any of that.
And so you came into this club where there had been all this resistance. Did you find people welcoming once you came in?
Very much, yes.
So there was no
I
antagonistic...
didn't know that history until right now, so I certainly didn't feel it.
I was surprised when I joined that women weren't in Rotary.
It's a sign of the times, and I'm glad we were part of making it that way.
I think initially when I joined, I was the only woman, which was no problem to me because I'd been used to that throughout my life. But
How were you used to that?
I was the only female in my graduating class in college.
Wow.
I was the only female in the administrative level of the university where I worked,
Which university?
University of Missouri, Kansas City. And when I traveled overseas and I visited Rotary clubs in other countries, I was the only woman in the room. And the men were certainly not rude, but when I asked where are the women, it was offensive to them.
Wow.
And they said, "You have your clubs, why can't we have ours?"
Even for a day.
At first, the first thing they did was sell firewood. And then after that, we used to work Christmas tree lots. And that was really a lot of work at Christmas time. We would go there at night after work and work those lots. Didn't make any money, but we could pick out a good tree. I said, "Let's do a casino night." At first year we made about $8,000. Now you got to remember this is 1990, and so I was in charge of that for the first 7 years of it. We did it, but we did it with a lot of fun. It was a get together, and we had a lot of celebrities, dealers, and stuff like that, and. We had silent auction. They brought in all kinds of stuff, and we auctioned off pictures and stuff, and everybody had a good time. So it was a good event.
Did you ever beat that $8,000?
Oh yeah, when
mark?
we finally, the last one we did, we probably got up to around 18,000, and then she came along, which is Debbie, and she really changed this club. I'm really serious about that too.
Yeah.
Her leadership and getting everything done and getting organized and getting success out of something is unbelievable. Her way of talking to people and whatever, and bringing people on board. She's been, in my opinion anyway, one of the most influential people in the club. And I'm not just saying that because she's here and she gave me a little money ahead of time.
And because I was pretty active, I was asked to be president. So in 2006 and 7, I was president. But at that time, every year, the president's big concern was what am I going to do this year to raise money? I was always up for a party, and my job at Douglas County involved going to events, and I decided that we needed to have a gala. And I got people behind me.
Tell me what you mean by a gala.
Well, I wanted to have a big event at a hotel. I wanted to have a silent auction. I wanted to have entertainment. I wanted to have an auctioneer. I mean, right off the bat, I wanted to do a big event. Now, we didn't make a lot of money by the time we paid for the hotel and the auctioneer. We maybe cleared $12,000, $13,000. But after selling cookie dough, it was, and everybody had fun. You came and dressed up, and it was way new to a Highlands Rotary.
Yeah, and you that went on until about what year?
Well, I chaired it for 13 years.
Wow.
And then I just decided I needed to step back, and they did it 1 year after that. And then we had COVID.
I was youth exchange chair We were active both in sending out students and bringing in students. A total of 102 students that the host was sent out.
Life changing. Yes, my first exchange student and I are like mother and daughter, and I am still. It's been she turned 18 while she lived with us, and she's now in her 50s, and I'm still in touch with her regularly.
Now, is she one of the ones from Finland?
Yes,
Okay. Did you study beginning Finnish?
I did. It's a difficult language. I said they're put on my tombstone. She tried, but she didn't get it done. Of all told, 6 of them, 3 girls were from Finland, 1 girl was from Sweden, 1 girl from New Zealand, and a boy from Argentina.
And I think we do a good job of bringing in our youth. The Pete Sales, for example, we have the interactors, the high school kids come in and help, and they do a food drive, and we've encouraged the kids in high school to learn, and in junior high, to learn how to share and to give. And I still have campers that I talk to that back were in 8th grade are now married with kids, and the junior counselors, which are first-year college kids, I keep in touch with quite a few of them.
Well, we went to the County Line Barbecue, which is on County Line Road, and every week it was barbecue. And not barbecue ribs, we're talking barbecue turkey. But anyway, I named Dave Lorenz, who was head of the South Suburban. He got a park named after him, whatever. He's a good friend of mine. So I went to him and we said, looking for a place to go. And he was in charge of the Lone Tree Country Club here. And he's a big-time Rotarian with the Littleton Club, Dave Lorenz was. So I said, well, come on over. So we've been there ever since.
Right.
And that was probably 87, 88. We've been there for a long time at Lone Tree Country Club.
Wishing for the day that I can change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby. If I could change the world, baby. If I could change the world.
We truly want to help others, not only with money, but with physical service and doing.
I could change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe.
Because you were a district governor, is that right?
Yes, I was. I could see all of the 50, 60 clubs in the district and visit them and see how each and every one of them has a different personality, and made me even more appreciative of my own home club.
Change